Ah, there he is, my little axolotl, full of ideas. How's the evil empire doing?
Good, people really took to your flash sale. All the iron and derp coins are gone.
Of course they would be. Look at what people do when they think that they're missing out. Look here, my little axolotl. That idea you had, it was fantastic.
Yeah, the hermits love diamond blocks. We need something like that, I think.
So fantastic, it was practically my idea anyways.
Was it now?
I was always going to make the dirt block. It was part of my master plan since day one.
Oh, really? Well, it is certainly something that we need, isn't it?
Come here, my foolish axolotl. Want to see how it's made?
If you have been watching this series, then you know that we are in need of gold, and look at it right there. Aha, I found some for sale. So welcome back to another episode of Hermitcraft, and we're over here at Horsehead Farms, where I believe Hypno, one half of this operation, is pretty bull on the derp coin, which gives us an opportunity to buy some because I have 0 diamonds to my name, but I do have some premium derp coin. And if you get your hands on this stuff on a good day, at its cheapest it's worth about 1.3 diamonds. So I'm going to be super generous over here, as they don't have a price for derp coin, only diamonds. What's up with that, hey? Yeah, if you ask me, that is a terrific trade right there. 8 derp coin, or premium derp coin, and we've got ourselves 2 stacks of gold blocks. And I just want to walk along this path and take in the scenery here, because the area is so beautiful. Look at these details. Loving it, and off there in the distance, Hypno's base. This thing, aha, we can see from the sky. Beautiful, beautiful. It is so nice to visit other parts of the Sertherite because I spend most of my time in my own base. And what exactly have I been doing in my base? Well, I've been working on this area for one. I wouldn't consider it finished just yet, but it's looking fantastic so far, right? There'll be more details going into this space, and I'll let you know when it's all done. As you can probably imagine though, I've spent a lot of my time recently in here converting these villagers into zombies and back again, and that is why we need these golden blocks, my friends. There will be a little bit more of this action later today, I hope, as we need to get a zombie into this side over here, and I need to start restocking up some of our supplies for things like Bottle of Enchanting. We've got a few that have been converted down to 1 emerald for 1 bottle, but I need more of those because we've been selling these out. It seems that we have 2 very prominent customers over here at the Evil Emporium. Cubfan and Rendog are always over here buying up the derp coin. And look at this, we've sold out all of the flash sale stock. And inside here we've made sales as well. Look at this, people are just loving the derp coin. But it's mainly Cubfan and Rendog, and as Evilex says, they are his whales? That guy can be pretty strange sometimes. Cub also discovered that the redstone system here is actually an honor system. You put your 20 derp coin in, but you can press the button anyway to get your premium derp coin. So Cub sort of discovered an exploit, but don't worry, we sorted it out between us. All is good, and he's been over here spending his diamonds, buying derp coin, and using that to buy up all of our iron. Look at this thing was like full to the brim last time I checked. And as I mentioned, our XP bottles over here completely sold out. This is why I need to restock. We have also sold out of spooky webs as well as it goes. And up the top here, the initiative is working really well. Another sale has been made. And so I have my work cut out for me doing some restocking, right? But let's talk about this over here. Did you notice the flag earlier on? Yes, we needed an entrance to the derp coin staking system, but what we got over here is an entrance to the entire area as well. This place just keeps getting better and better. You've also got Vintage Beef's shop in the background. I don't know how much of that we saw last time we were here, but now I have constructed this epic building with a really cool entrance over on this side, and this will lead us into the derp coin staking area, but as you can see, nothing is done on the inside. And nothing is done down below either, because I spent all my time building up all of that. So You know what I've got to do now? Even more building. It's time to finish and figure out these interiors. Now, what would one normally do? Figure out a sort of clean, fancy interior, a nice stylish room, but oh no, we're going in a different direction. I, my friends, am making a cave. I've just kind of remembered I wanted to put more little mob heads scattered around in here. Let's just plop one up there. I'm also kind of realizing there's a lot of light flooding in from up above. So I may need to adjust some of this. As you can see, it's all random deep slate blocks. I've been very careful to use a lot of stairs and slabs, and apparently on occasion I missed some of the stone blocks as well. But the idea is that nothing would spawn here, because that would be bad. But I've done the bottom half, and I've kind of got up to the top if you look around at the edges. So the idea now is that we bring over a ceiling, and we're also going to have these little spikes hanging down as well. And that ceiling is now in place, but where I've been building it, I've been putting like stone blocks over the top to stop any weird lighting issues of having torches up here. This place looks kind of strange. Anyway, let's hop out the side of this building, go down around to the entrance, and I've got to say, this looks better at nighttime because quite a lot of light gets in through the entrance here. But check it out, it is definitely a cave, and a creepy one at that. It is quite the unusual entrance for the derpcoin staking though, you know, it's not the most inviting and welcoming of entrances. But at least now it's signposted a little better, and on the inside here we've also got some more details, and we've got some signs letting you know how to get in and out of this place, as well as a book with some clear introductory instructions and explanation of all that's going on. So heading down below, the layout of this area is clean and crisp, and I've introduced derp slate. I just said derp slate. Deep slate. It's all these derp coins and derp keys. Yeah, I've got derp on the mind. But anyway, like the layout down here, which looks cool, trying to keep things very clean and straightforward. So over here you can see you buy a pass if the lamp is on, and if it's off, the pass is sold. And you can buy keys from here, and they cost 10 premium derp coin each. So over on the opposite side are some samples of what the hermits can expect to see, some clear instructions in the book. That explains the first room here, and if you didn't watch the last episode and you want to know all of this is about and how the redstone behind it works, well, that is the place to go and find out. The second book that we have simply explains this second room, and basically everything here is finally done. Or is it now? Because there's been a little bit of an oversight, and maybe there's like a hint down here in my hotbar as to the other thing that I need to figure out. We're going to quickly take a detour from all of that though and break things up. The area over here is developing further. We've got a gorgeous entrance to the trading area, and this building here I can now say is completely finished. Yes, look at this. I finally gave this thing a roof and a path to get through the netherwart fields, and if we go up here you'll see that up the top here we are growing some sweet berry bushes. Very simple, although I forgot to fill up this bit. And that noise you just heard is related to this. So when a signal gets sent up, right, these things sort of flap back and forth, which is, yeah, a little bit of an oddity. Anyway, moving through this area, I'm pretty happy to say this is all done here. I love how it looks and feels. I might tweak and change a few things occasionally, but even our villager trading hall now has an updated entrance which looks gorgeous. So if we look inside of here, you can see we got another zombie because we're on this side of the room. We already had one on the other, and that means I've been able to convert some of these villagers and get their trades all the way down to 1 emerald, so now we're starting to stock up on some other goodies as well. The iron here is because we can actually trade our iron for emeralds. Might as well do that since we've got an iron farm. Anyways, I had a little bit of help from Joe Hills down in the caves wrangling up that zombie. We kind of busted in down here into a cave system and then came out somewhere completely different. I think I found some natural darkness. Oh, this is a lot of dark. Hey, there's something shiny here. Oh, it's a zombie. Oh, it's 2. Okay, they're following me. Right,
oh,
so
wonderful.
I need to do the sword test.
Here?
Yeah, I got to do the sword test first. No. Okay, now I've got to take care of you. But not the other one. Wait, neither of them got it, did they? What about that one? That guy's holding a torch. Oh, I found our victim. But there's also quite a few zombies. Okay. I think I might have... Oh, what just happened? Oh dear. Oh dear. Hang on, eat. I do not have a lot of blocks, which is really bad. I think it's... Oh god, okay. I think it's looking at you now.
Okay, I see your name tag. Yeah, I see your name tag at least. It's tiny.
It's another way out. Oh god. Oh, this is a dead end. Where is it? Oh god. Oh, it's right on my heels. Wait, I know where I am. I know exactly where I am. Hang on. This is going to be weird. Oh, don't hit me too many times. Oh, I'm a genius. But I'm a genius without a minecart now. Joe, if you can bring a minecart to me, that'd be wonderful.
I don't know where you are.
Oh, I'm good. This guy's trapped on the other side of it. Okay, this is perfect. So yeah, that's right. I actually recognised the layout of the cave and the formation of stone bricks in front of me, and it led us to that area down there where we've been trading with the villagers. There's none left down there anymore, and I've ripped up all the rails because we don't need them anymore. We've got our 2 villagers in the trading hall, and all is good. And so now we're able to do plenty of trading over here, and I've been starting to stockpile some materials. You'll see that we're getting bricks, quartz, bookshelves, bells, name tags. These are all things we're going to sell over in the Evil Emporium. So anyways, there was a big something that I forgot about with this project here. There was actually 2 things that I forgot about. Yep, I'm definitely a derp. I'm allowed back here, right? Down the bottom, one of the things I forgot about was the clock. It's all been hooked up. We've got 2 hopper clocks linked together, so this thing creates a pulse once in a blue moon. And I've been struggling with the maths a bit, and Mumbo Jumbo recently made a video where he was using these hopper clocks to create extraordinary amounts of time, so he'll probably be able to help me with the math. And I want to make it so that if you're staking your derp coin, you're going to get like 100 coins a month, which I think sounds pretty reasonable. So that will get taken care of, and I won't mention it again, or maybe I'll mention like how many items I actually needed in there. Up the top here though, you can see that we're doing something with a nether portal. So I forgot something rather important, which is that this place actually needs to be loaded 24/7 in order for that timer to work. So we need a chunk loader, and we're going to send a minecart back and forth through a nether portal. If I press F3 and G, you'll see that this thing is actually centered right inside of this chunk, which is kind of centered on the whole of the redstone right here, which is perfect because this thing will load up a 5x5 area in which it can process redstone. So all of this that I'm flying through right here will be permanently loaded by this chunk loader. Now in the past I've done this by chucking an item through the portal and then having it spat back through again, but I saw that Doc M did this with minecarts. Apparently it's more reliable, so I wanted to do the same thing. So the idea is that a minecart will come in from the other side, it will hit the cactus, get picked up, and then sent back through again. However, I'm having a little bit of trouble with the orientation of this, and I think I've found a potential quirk, because you're supposed to maintain your orientation when you go through a nether portal. So we are facing west, as you can see on the left of the screen, and now when we go through, we're facing north, where we should be facing in that direction. I think this has something to do with what way the portal frame is rotating, so we're going to go ahead and break this, move it around, and see if we can fix up this system. Well, it appears to be working, but with some redundant redstone. And I guess this makes sense because it goes in this way on the nether, and it would use up this portion on that side, and then it would come out again this way. So the reason that I built it on both sides is because before we rotated the portal, I was having issues where we needed it on both sides. So I guess now what we can do is go ahead and rip all of this out. But there it is. We have ourselves a chunk loader for the project. Trading, trading, trading. I have been trading. Oh god, I've spent so much time in this room. But for a reason, I have been collecting a whole bunch of foods we can get from these fellas. And these are actually for Vintage Beef's shop, as over here he's going to be selling various different foods and sorts. Coming soon, the perfect treat. And so I will leave these out here for Beef to deal with in his own time. For now though, we need to talk about this building over here. Because it is time for our creative segment, where I update you on how this is going, and we'll do this one in a couple of takes. just because I've started off by replacing the white wall, and white wall itself was actually a nicer mix than diorite in the palette. And it's over the back here that you can really see what I'm doing with gradients when I zoom out, as down here we have more calcite and up top we have more of the white concrete powder. Now the way that I achieve this is by creating a mask of the material we're going to change, which will be orange wool next, and then throwing in some additional colours where we've got pink at the top and red down the bottom. And so over here I've created our dark to light blend, and I've introduced red terracotta. I feel like this one's just going to have to be cut out of the mix as it's too blocky compared to the other textures. And also this one I'll probably place manually if at all. I tried to include it in the white palette and I didn't feel like it worked at all. But what you'll see here is the materials we're going to place the red with will be these three, then orange those, and pink these. And with some manual changes here and there, this is the final result. And if it's not looking very impressive, well, remember, this is just like part of a process. Later on we're putting details in like windows and other blocks to bring more structure to it. So now that there's no orange and red wall in the build, we're going to use yellow, orange and red for our gradients here. And you can see I've picked out these 5 blocks to create the shading going from dark to light, although I think you could argue that's actually the darker block. So I think that way will be the best way actually, and I've assigned red wall to this spectral arrow which I can then point and click with. And then it will replace the yellow wall with red. And so for this one I decided to go a little crazier with the distribution over here, as you can see. So now we'll go ahead and we will replace all of these wall blocks. And this is what we end up with. I am liking it, but I think I'm definitely going to have to go in there and just customize where some of these blocks appear. I feel like the randomness kind of takes away from the idea of a gradient, as these textures, they also give you a sense of structure too. And I've ended up having to ditch the end stone materials, because this right here don't look right. And yeah, I've also replaced this strip wood with the planks as well. And then up here, I've removed those end stone blocks and put in sandstone and cut sandstone. And you know what? It's so much better like this. But this is about as far as I'm going to go in this episode. We want to get back on the Hermitcraft server. I did start to work on the roofs over here and wasn't really feeling where it went, but I went to another area where we had some grey wool, and I've actually gone in a totally different direction now and introduced this red granite and a little bit of a cha-cha wood as well into the palette. And our towers here with the bridge across the middle, they just look gorgeous. And these are iron trapdoors, and they're actually just powered by levers like this. So yeah, kind of cheeky. You don't really ever see it from down on the ground, so it works fine. So once again, I've been trading with villagers a lot, and I'll keep it brief. We now have some additional enchantments here that mean we just have one left to get, and that is fire protection. All of these also do the cheapest name tag trade, which is why that is up there, and I've gone and stocked up a full chest of all the enchantments that they offer. And behind me I brought in some more of these masons, and they were being stubborn with these quartz blocks trades and charging me double for them, but their price has gone back down now. So yeah, if you want any idea of how long I've been here for, just look at how much XP I've gotten from these villagers. They are basically an XP farm. And with all of this, I've got supplies to open up some new shops, right? We're almost there with the XP bottle restocking, and we're going to be able to sell quartz and bells as well. Something else that I really wanted to do is bring our building style here to the trading hall. You can see I'm starting to build up the first floor, and it's looking pretty good, isn't it? The floor above this one though is going to be made with a different material from all of this, but what it's currently missing is some lighting and some details, you know, lanterns, bushes, flowers. Let's get all of that put in place. And me, my friends, I'm out of ferns, and this is my last allium, and they are the key decorative blocks alongside the spruce leaves there, which make this thing look gorgeous. Right now though, what I want to do is get our derpcoin counter. That's what I'm going to call it. Yeah, I want to get that thing up and running. So I reached out to Mumbo for some help, as he had recently done something similar, and he came up with this really amazing spreadsheet right here where you can input the amount of items into each bit and it will calculate how long it will take. So currently I was going to do it like this, 320 and 50, and that would create a pulse every 0.3 days. But I decided to lower this to 315 and 43, and that means that we get a pulse every 6 hours. So for those of you thinking about the numbers, yes, that is 4 a day. And my question to all of you is that enough? Do you think that works out well? 4 derp coins a day for staking 5 stacks? Let me know with a comment down below. Oh, and in some not so good news, the minecart is no longer going back and forth through this nether portal. And I didn't rip out the rest of the redstone. I figured leave it in case something goes wrong. So it's just sat here on the nether portal and I don't know what causes that. Ah, maybe that's what causes it. Hang on, let's step back. Yeah, I'm going to have to keep my eye on this. And you know what, if this doesn't work, we could probably quite easily switch to the item system that I've done before. Well, so far so good. I fixed this, it ran overnight as far as I know, and then logging back in first thing in the morning, it started running automatically, which is another point. So after a server restart, I don't have to manually prompt this thing. And you may have noticed it, but I have lost all of my XP levels. Over 100 of it gone. And no, I did not die, okay? There is a good reason for all of my XP being gone, and that's because I've come back down here and filled all of these up. So the system is ready to go now, and I've also added a little something over here. I was actually going to put some derp coin in there, but then I realized this is just for my purpose only, to see how many, you know, we produce over time. So we can come down here and check on it and not have to worry about hermits taking their derp coin out of their barrels. And you know, maybe what I could do is like bring that up here and have a barrel and a sign saying, you know, how much this has all yielded since it started. But anyway, now we just have to wait for customers to come over here and invest and then earn returns on their derp coin. And look at this. We have made more profits. Do you know how I know how? I reset this every time. Okay, so if it's been turned, someone's opened a chest and look at that. Ooh, some more diamonds. Business is booming and the flash sale has to end. This area right here is going to get repurposed for something else in the near future. But my friends, that is going to be it from me this episode. If you have enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like. As always, thanks for the support on the series, and I'll see you soon with another episode of Hermitcraft. Bye bye.